Howdy folks, today's soap is from Wet the Face. I believe it's pronounced Lunico, but I'm not sure. It's patterned after a cologne that's known as the One. This is what the soap looks like on the inside. It's fairly firm. And I usually scrape out my soap with a baby spoon. That's how I get mine out. And this one here also has a label on the side. You find that at wettheface.com, Donald's website. The blade of the day is going to be Lord Extra. If I remember right, this one's a Teflon coated one. And it comes wrapped up like this, and it's just a single wrap. It's not a double wrap, but this wrapper is fairly thick, at least on the one that I've got. Also, got it whipped up here with a brush from TurnNShave. This is back when he first started. I think he referred this to it as a chess piece, as a pawn, if I remember right. Got it whipped up here in the wooden bowl walnut from the Distinctive Goat, and got it whipped up a little on the wet side, not quite as wet as I normally do, because you can kind of tell it's not just dripping off like I normally have it. Also got the pre-shave here from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This one here is scentless, menthol. Also got the alum block complete with rubber band. There's witch hazel with aloe. And I'm going to follow this shave up with some Floid Black. Thought this might be appropriate. I like the Floid. Shaver of the day. I've already got the blade inside there. This is a fine Superlite Slant. And this is made out of a polymer. If you've seen their new one, it's quite impressive. It looks really nice. I don't know if you can see the blade in there or not. And if you're wondering, that is what the end of the handle looks like. This is very lightweight. If I remember right, it's right around the 1 ounce mark. And it is the cap is very smooth. Almost feels slick. And if you haven't really seen much of the of this box of late, that's what it looks like right there. And it does mention, you know, the fact that it's a lightweight modern polymer, slanted edge, torch blade, glides over the face. You'll never feel it. Yeah, it's a very smooth gliding shaver. Pretty impressive considering. Got the pre-shave here. I already put a hot towel to my face this morning. And I'm going to continue on with the pre-shave for a while. A while meaning either until I decide not to use it anymore or run out. Might give me a fair chance to figure out how it works for me. I do like the menthol. I think I do. I have to double check. I think I may have a pre-shave over there that is not menthol. That would be the other thing that I will be looking into, is how that affects from one shave to the next. I've shaved with mentholated for a few days now. It's been what, I think this is going into 3rd week now. I think this is 3rd week. This knot's just full of creamy goodness. I do agree with the these knots, these synthetic knots are, of course they're different in how soft they are. They don't hold water in the bristle themselves as opposed in between. So all you really need to do is wet them, but they do hold the water a little different in my opinion. of showing up all that well. This is, it's pretty creamy, and it's not, like I say, it's not quite as wet as I normally would whip it up, but it is almost perfect for this kind of shave, I would say. First pass. That is a very light razor, so one will have to be pretty particular about the pressure. Gentle pressure. Because if you're accustomed using something that's near the 3-ounce range, yeah, this will be an adjustment. This is Sunday morning for me. And it's Super Bowl Sunday. My favorite team is Kansas City Chiefs, and no, they did not make it. Not exactly an Eagles fan or a Patriots fan, so it's a hard choice to pick on which one I quote-unquote be rooting for. Got an invite to go over to my dad's house, mom and dad's house, my parents, to watch the game. Wasn't too sure I was going to watch it. Chiefs aren't in the game. That's not my only favorite team, but it's on the #1 spot. But it could be interesting. I'll watch some of it at least. So, I take it my mom, from the way our phone call went, they talked to my wife when I was out running some errands. Sounds like my mom's rooting for the Patriots, because told my wife that I might be wearing green today, and she told my mom that, and my mom said no. Like I said, I don't really have a real vested interest on who wins. I do kind of like the idea that XFL might be coming back around. That sounds interesting to me. I did try to watch some of it when it was on back in the day. And I used to have an XFL football. It looked good. It'll be interesting how this one here plays out. If I remember right, I don't think he's lined up what network is going to carry the games. I think in the article I was reading, they were thinking about maybe even perhaps streaming it. That's a good option. This is a pretty smooth shaver. Be pretty tough to find this one. I have noticed that the at least the groups that I travel in, the buy, sell, trade, and you know, looking on eBay and whatnot, that this shaver does not come up very often, so you may be kind of hard pressed finding one. but it is a pretty smooth shaver. If you were really interested in a lightweight shaver that's very efficient, just glides across the face, find your blade that matches up for you. This is a really smooth shaver. It glides right across the face. Not a whole lot left on my face. Right through there, the normal one. I have to, it's kinda sorta like that, then it's a little bit different right in there. That's my normal spot that I usually end up having to do like a touch up right there if it's very bad. I know with a shave head I don't always have to catch it. It's only once in a great while that I need to, about like every third shave I may have to catch it, because normally it'll get cut down where it's not too bad with the shave head. Matter of fact, I'm starting next week with my, yes, and it's been a good long while since I've used it, my Feather Artist Club SS Camisori style. I'm going to be using the Superblade. It works best for my beard, and it does mention, if you can find the right, I guess you might say page, if you will, when it comes to those blades, it does mention that it's really made for the tough beard, and I really feel like that's what I've got. As hard as my beard is on blades, I can get 10 shaves excuse me, out of one of those supers, but that's really being careful and pushing the issue. But I can get 5 comfortably without a problem. It's that 6th one where for me it's very noticeable, so I usually stop at 5, and plus if it's my routine. Normally it's 5 days of shaving, 1 day of single edge, and then 1 day of DE. Of course, I haven't had a normal routine in a while. When the Starling came out, I figured came out with the 2 plates. I should have spent at least a week on each one of them. This really is a smooth shaver. It's too bad they quit making them. I know they came out with another one, and it's not near as inexpensive as what I'm shaving with right now. I'm wanting to say when this one here came out, somewhere in the $25, $30 range, if I remember right. I got mine off of eBay. I didn't get mine new. Very late to the game, in other words. But it shaves really nice. I could use this as a daily shaver without a problem. It's just a very odd area when it comes to growth. Because I know right here I've got a curly Q, so it is kind of tough to catch all of it right in there. Usually I don't worry about how close I get. This one here, though, I am getting ready for the shavette shave, so I'm thinking that maybe I can, if I get close enough now, maybe it'll last until Wednesday, and I can, meanwhile, I'll try to practice on how to catch that without not looking too terribly painful or awkward. It's not an easy one to catch with a, for me with a shavette. So I usually if push comes to shove, usually I've got a DE set up over here for I guess you might say in case of if the shave doesn't go well, I'll go ahead and I'll switch or use it to pick up that one part through there that's not the easiest to catch. And if that's all for me, I don't have a problem. Excuse me. I don't have a problem doing something like that. I don't feel like that's cheating. Some might feel that way, but for me, I don't. Kind of feel like it's the best way to handle business, because it's just that one part right down through there that I have that issue. That's very awkward to get if I'm wanting to get something a little closer than what I'm getting. It happens every once in a while, but most of the time, like I said, about every third shave with a shavette. So in other words, by the time the third shave rolls around after Wednesday, I'm shaving with a single edge or a double edge, so DE razor. So it's really not relevant. Just one time I end up having to do it during the week if I really feel like I need to. Don't think I nicked myself, but like I say, if you don't get the pressure just right, you might get a little closer than what you expect. Got a little bit of stinging right there for some reason. Don't say a weeper or anything. Just might took off a little bit more skin, huh? Thayer's witch hazel. This is the time of year for me, my skin has more of a chance to get dried out than what it does during the summer. So aloe's not such a bad idea for me. This container's, I think this, yeah, it's 12 ounces. It's slowly but surely going down. I know it does a good job on my head. You don't get quite so dry. Like I said before, in my normal routine right about now, I'm usually like cleaning up the brush, the bowl. Like I say, with the video, it makes it kind of long. And reason I mentioned that is because I don't edit my videos. Whatever happens in my videos, that's what you get from start to finish. So if the camera tries to take a nosedive into the sink, you get to catch it. You get to see all that going on. I don't stop the video, edit it out or anything like that. Floid. And this comes in a black container also. I mean, not a black container, but a glass container. Black being the name, huh? And it does not have a plastic restrictor. It is restricted by glass. In other words, the size of the hole in the glass container. But does not have a plastic restrictor. Man, it smells good. That is one thing I'd have to say of not just hours, but many days of watching videos picked up on what aftershaves I should be going after, that it sounds like it on the scent and the number of people that like it. Not all of my aftershaves are, I guess you might say, popular, but I pick out the scents and read and try to understand what I'm reading there. This one here is a good one. This is really nice. I guess I should show you what I'm talking about. There's a restrictor, in other words, it's just glass. There's no plastic in it. It's not the smallest restrictor in there, but it's not the biggest, so if you're really a fan of the really tiny restrictors, that one's not it. Smells great. Well, like I said, creamy goodness here. You got plenty left over. It's a nice nice brush. If I remember right, I got this one here when he was going by Evershave, and now he's TurnNShave. There's the shaver of the day. This is really smooth. It's really nice. I like this shaver. It's too bad they quit making it. I know I looked at that new one. think it's running right around the $125 mark. Looks really nice. Polished, shiny, and turn this around. And that's what the blade looks like on the inside there. Pretty decent blade. I like it. I need to get me some more of them. I think I've only got 8 left. Need to get 100 pack, I think. At any rate, it's Sunday. Take it easy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.